Yes, people, another day, another blessing. Thankful to be alive, thankful to be here, thankful to be speaking to this iPhone 11 and putting this out to the world for you to watch at some point in your day, in your life. Took a few days away from doing any vlogging. Saturday after football was a very busy day. Saturday after football, ended up going to my friend Sarah's birthday party for her daughter, and it was also a joint celebration of her parents' 40th wedding anniversary, which was very lovely. 40 years of marriage, boy. Because like, it's amazing how attached you can become to somebody even after just a couple of years. How you can then look at your life and think, I don't know what my life would be without this person in it. So to be together for 40 years, you must know each other in so many ways, like inside and out. And there must be that feeling, because you must have heard before, like when old couples, sometimes like the wife might die and then the husband dies like a month later, or the husband dies and then, in fact, I think more often than not, right, the wife dies and then the husband will die a couple months later. But usually, if the husband goes first, the wife can stick it out. Like, I think it's more common that the wife can stick it out for a while after the husband dies. And what is that? Like, I'm not 100% sure why that is. Like, maybe that's a sign that men are more dependent on women throughout the course of a marriage. Maybe it's a sign that women just have more endurance and resilience. I don't know. But I'd love to see a study on that. And I'd love to see some evidence to back up my theory. But nevertheless, you've heard that story before, like a partner dies and then the other one goes very soon after. And I think that the longer you spend with someone, it really is the more your lives interweave, and then you maybe see a lot of yourself in them and a lot of them in you, to the point where if one of you go, then the other one starts to wonder, like, what is there to live for? I've always been afraid of this. This is why I've always been so hard. It's always been so hard for me to show emotion and to show love and to kind of fall deeply into a relationship. I think that has always been a part of my thinking. It's like, I need to know that I can be okay without you. That's always been a bit of my mindset, which is why I'm like, I've got such a tough shell. Like, in a relationship, I can be a lovely guy, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll be romantic, I'll treat you well, but when it comes to like genuinely showing that and showing emotion and falling deeply, it's very, very rare that I fall, because in my head, I need to know I can live without you. And that is probably something that stops me from truly experiencing love. Maybe there's a lot of guys and girls out there who are like that, but I definitely know that's true for me. Nevertheless, it was a lovely celebration. Caught up with a few really great people, had some conversations with people that I don't think I've met before, some lovely conversations with people that I have met before. When I go to any function, what I tend to do is I just tend to interview people. Now, it's not really like, I don't want this to sound cold or like preconceived as an idea that I go in thinking, right, I'm in interview mode. But I find that I talk to people about themselves more than I try to have them talk to me about myself. Like, I'll tell them what I do, I'll tell them about my journey, I'll tell them about me as a person, as a comedian and all of that stuff. But I like to get to know them. I like to switch that conversation, because sometimes you can speak to people and all they really want to do is talk about themselves, right? People like that, to me, are insufferable. I struggle to have a conversation with people like that. Like, all they want to do is talk about themselves. The conversation comes to you and then you say something and then immediately they're like, oh yeah, because I remember when that happened to me, and then it's right back to them. I can't stand those people. I love when there's a nice equal back and forth of a conversation. That's a beautiful thing. And I feel like everyone I spoke to on Saturday afternoon at this party was like that. Lovely back and forth. I was just as interested in them as they were in me, and we had a lovely time, lovely convo, beautiful. So that was wonderful. Left there, went to a comedy event in North London, which was really good, but by that time I was knackered, to be fair, and I had to be up really early the next day, and I wanted to spend some time with my girl also. I just felt like it would be more appropriate for me to go and spend some time with her. So that was lovely. Went, spent some time with her, spent the night at her place. Sunday was our family fun day. So we had I have a big family. My grandmother had 6 children, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My grandmother had 7 children, one of which sadly died when she was very young. But so I've got 6 aunties and uncles, West Indian background, Guyanese background, and so they were having kids. Yeah, so my aunties and uncles, they all had a lot of kids. So I've got loads of cousins, loads of family, loads of cousins who've had kids. So it's like cousins on cousins on cousins. And our family's massive, and our grandmother died last year, and we were holding a memorial kind of fun day in her memory, because today would have been her birthday. So we all gathered at her graveside, really wonderful, said some prayers, shared some thoughts, beautiful moment. And then we went from there to the local park, and we just had food, we had music, we had good vibes. It was a really, really beautiful evening, afternoon into the evening. Played a lot of games, and yeah, it was just wonderful. And it's something that I've always advocated for. Like, I want my family to come together. I want us to know each other more. I want us to be able to spend more time together. But I also appreciate that everyone's got their own lives, and everyone doesn't feel as enthusiastic about the idea of family getting together as I do, because families have different dynamics. They just have different dynamics. And my family, there's some people that don't know other people. There's probably things that have gone on where, like, there's people who don't like other people. I'm not saying I know this for sure, but every family has it. So with that being the case, I'm a little bit like, look, I understand not everybody's going to be as enthusiastic about this as me. But yeah, let's not wait for funerals to all get together. That's always been my thing. Like, let's not wait for tragedy to happen for us to spend time together. Let's spend time together when things are going well. Let's spend time together when things are actually up and we're healthy and we're here. That, for me, is the best time to spend time together. So I'm glad we were able to do that yesterday. At the end of the day, we had a race, and I'm always down for a sprint. And I'm telling you, I think I won, but it was close, and there was no camera on the line, so we'll just have to say I won. No, it was a good race. It's good fun, and now here we are. It's the start of another week. I really got a lot of rest last night, which was much needed. And as this week begins, I kind of think to myself about, okay, what are some of the things that I can do or need to do to move myself forward? I think I was a little bit in my head this morning. I was a little bit thinking to myself, like what am I doing? That kind of feeling encompassed me for a little while. The question of, am I doing enough? Am I not hustling enough? Am I not pushing myself hard enough? All of these thoughts, and also, like, am I not working hard enough? Am I doing what I need to do to make as much money as I need right now? And then I was reminded that I've got a couple of gigs on this week. Yeah, I'm going to be working at least 3 times this week on events, and just to pace myself to enjoy these moments that are a little bit more down moments when not as much is happening, but to enjoy them, embrace them, and use them wisely. So got to the gym, did my leg workout, which I like to do on a Monday, got through that, did 30 minutes on the stairs, so far for the day. You know, I've got back to eating well because over the weekend, I was, it was like 3 days of drinking on the trot, right? Talking beers. Although with beer, I have discovered if I'm going to drink any alcohol and still feel relatively functional the next day, beer is it for me. I can't drink too much of it because I feel too uncomfortable, but it doesn't get me, it doesn't affect me as much to the point where the next day I'm just feeling like crap. Wine will do that to me. So I stayed away from wine over the last couple of days, but I did have a couple of beers. And then yesterday, didn't drink, but the food, like fried chicken, we're talking samosas, we're talking saltfish fritters, we're talking fried dumpling. Woo! It was packed up. So today, you know, like I say, just straight back on it. And it's all about that consistency. It's all about knowing that you're going to get back on the horse. You're going to get back to your normal way of eating, your normal way of training, your normal lifestyle. And that is what keeps you consistent. And consistency is what provides you with the results. You know, so if I do go off track here and there, or I indulge here and there, so what? I'm doing all right. I'm eating well for the large part of it, you know. So yeah, going to the gym definitely got me back in a good headspace. And now I knew I wanted to get this vlog in today. You know, there's not much moving around. There wasn't much documentation at the gym because I actually left my microphone at my girl's house, so couldn't really do the record of my sessions today. Plus I just wanted to focus on the workout rather than focus on the recording. Also, it does detract a little bit from just getting in and getting the workout done whenever I do a recording. So I just wanted to get in, get out today. And now I'm sitting here, it's about 5:15, and I'm thinking, okay, what do I want the rest of my evening to look like? And I'm gonna kind of spend some time piecing that together and then crack on. But I've got a vlog to upload right now. This one I'll probably upload tomorrow, and just try and keep the consistency of putting these clips together, getting these thoughts out, which is really, it's like a daily diary for me, just to check in with myself and see where I'm at and kind of document life as it's happened. Hopefully you find these entertaining, or you know, something that you want to keep watching. You can see my guitars behind me. I haven't actually picked my guitar up and played properly for a while, but I did reach out recently and ask people to send me some ideas for songs, like, because I feel like I haven't written a song for a long time. So there's something that I want to spend some time working on. So yeah, I'll probably do that at some point. And yeah, I think for now that's pretty much it. I'm gonna crack on with my day and see what comes. But that's the recap of the weekend, and it's been a good one. Wherever you are, I hope you're well, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Bless.